Today, folks, we are going to learn how to say the words for the members of the family, and this is part 1. Okay, folks, let's have a look at some of the words that relates to your family. I'm going to start by the most important one. It is called la maman. La maman. Now, that's quite easy. Maman is mommy. If you wanted to say my mommy, you would say ma maman. Ma maman. And remember, there is an N at the end of maman, you do not pronounce it. You could say mother as well. So in this case, you would say la mère, or ma mère. Have a look. Excellent. Papa, or should I say le papa, the daddy. Okay, and if you wanted to say my daddy, it would not be ma because papa is a masculine word. So it would be mon papa. Mon papa. Okay? Now you could say mon père, as in my father. Mon père, my father. Okay? Now, the son. Le fils. Now have a look at the spelling of this word, F-I-L-S, fils, okay? And we don't say fils, okay? We don't pronounce the L in effect. So you would talk about mon fils, my son, mon fils, okay? As for daughter, it is the same as for girl. So we would say ma fille, I-double-L-E, ma fille, okay? Ma fille, okay? Or la fille, okay? The daughter or the girl. And by the way, fils does not mean boy, okay? It means son, okay? Garçon means boy, okay? You could say j'ai un garçon. I have one boy. J'ai une fille. I have a girl, one girl. But it means as well, I have a daughter. Okay? Now, le frère is the brother. Le frère, the brother. So if you talked about my brother, you would say mon frère. Again, because brother, frère, is a masculine noun. Mon frère, okay? Now, ma sœur is my sister. Well done. Have a look at this word. Sœur, sister. So we talk about la sœur, okay? It's a feminine word. So, if you wanted to say my wife, you would say ma femme, or la femme, the wife. But it means also the woman. Okay, if you wanted to say the woman, it is la femme, or ma femme, my wife. So husband is mari. Mari. Quite an easy word to know because you think of married. I am married to my mari. Okay, so you would talk about mon mari. Okay? Have a look. Mon mari. Très bien. Mon mari, however, does not mean man. Okay, though femme means woman and wife, mari does not mean man. Mari means husband only, okay? And man is homme, H-O-M-M-E. Okay, let's have a look at this list again and repeat after me. Répétez après moi. Here we go. La maman. Très bien. La mère. Bravo. Le papa. Le père. Le fils. La fille. Le frère. La sœur. La femme. Le mari. Excellent. So if I were to use a couple of examples, you could say, for example, la fille de ma sœur s'appelle Sarah. La fille de ma sœur s'appelle Sarah. Okay, so la fille de ma sœur is my sister's daughter. Okay, in fact, it's my niece, but we'll see this word in part 2. So, la fille de ma sœur s'appelle Sarah. My sister's daughter is called Sarah. Okay? And another one, ma mère et mon père mangent avec leur frère. Okay? Leur frère. Which one, actually? Let's do that again. Ma mère et mon père mangent avec le frère de ma mère. Okay? So, ma mère, my mother, et mon père, and my father, mangent, as in they eat, avec, with, le frère de ma mère, the brother of my mother. So my mother's brother, in effect, my uncle, okay? Mon oncle. Again, this is in part 2. Okay, so have a look at this again. Ma mère et mon père mangent avec le frère de ma mère. Okay, folks, let's have a look at the second part of the family vocabulary. La famille, deuxième partie. Have a look at this list now. La tante. La tante. Or you could say ma tante. My auntie. Ma tante. Now there is another word that we use sometimes. We call tata an auntie, okay? So if it was Dominique, you would say tata Dominique, okay? Or you could go, my tante Dominique, okay? So tata is a sweet name, you know, the same way as you say nan here in England for grandma, okay? L'oncle, that's the uncle. L'oncle, you could say mon oncle, my uncle, okay? L'oncle. Très bien. Le cousin. Le cousin. Or again, you could say mon cousin, my cousin, okay? If it is a boy, okay, you will notice that it's mon and not ma, and it doesn't have an e at the end. So we are referring to a cousin who is masculine, okay? So if it was a feminine cousin, you would say ma cousine with an e but a m. Ah, ma, okay, feminine. Or la cousine, the cousin, okay? La cousine. Now, la grand-mère. La grand-mère is, you've guessed, is the grandma. Ma grand-mère is my grandma, okay? Ma grand-mère. Now, there are sweet names to call grandmas. I called mine Mamie, okay? Mamie. But you can sometimes hear Mémé, M-E-M-E. Okay, so sometimes grand-mère, sometimes mamie, sometimes mémé. Okay, and for grandpa, we would say le grand-père. Le grand-père, okay? Or mon grand-père, okay? My grandfather, okay? And again, sweet names could be papi, okay? Ou pépé. Okay, but I'm sure that French people might refer to their grandparents other ways as well, you know. It's a very creative world, so you can say whatever, okay? Another word is related to grand-père and grand-mère is le petit-fils. Le petit-fils, it's the grandson, okay, the grandson. Now we call that the small son. Fils means son. Refer back to part 1 of the vocabulary on ma famille, so you can learn how to say son and daughter. So, le petit-fils, the grandson, mon petit-fils, my grandson. La petite fille, then that's the granddaughter. La petite fille, or ma petite fille, okay? Ma petite fille, okay? And the last words I'd like to teach you is nephew and niece. Nephew is le neveu. Le neveu, okay? Le neveu is the nephew. Neveu, okay? Or mon neveu, my nephew, okay? Mon neveu s'appelle George. My nephew is called George. La nièce is the niece. La nièce, okay? Or ma nièce, okay? So, have a look at the list again. Let's hear them again and repeat after me. Répétez après moi. La tante, l'oncle, le cousin, la cousine, la grand-mère, le grand-père, le petit-fils, la petite-fille, le neveu, la nièce. Très bien, la nièce. Bravo. Okay, so we've had a look at the words. Let's have a look at a sentence very quickly. You could say, la fille de ma sœur s'appelle Sarah, c'est ma nièce. La fille de ma sœur s'appelle Sarah, c'est ma nièce. Okay, so the daughter of my sisters, and we never say my sister's daughter, by the way, you would always invert them. So the daughter of my sister is called Sarah. It is my niece. Okay, c'est ma nièce. Okay, and another example, ma mère mange avec mon oncle qui est son frère. Okay, so my mother eats or is eating with my uncle, okay, who is her brother, qui est son frère. Okay, that's quite a tough one, this one. Now, why don't you have a look at the list again and make your own sentence? Tell me all about your family. Bonjour, and let's have a look at time vocabulary and time expressions. Les expressions de temps. Okay, folks, let's have a look at a few words. This is part 1 of time's expression or time vocabulary. We are going to learn how to say a minute, an hour, a day, a year, and so on. So, listen carefully and have a look at the way we spell these words. La seconde, that's the second. La seconde. Obviously, I'm saying the seconds, but we could say a second. So we would say une seconde. La minute or une minute, and that's a minute. L'heure or une heure, that's the hour or an hour. Le jour or un jour. That's the day or a day. But you can also say la journée, a day, une journée, a day. Okay, la journée being the day as well. La semaine, the week. La semaine. Now, if you wanted to say next week, the next week, you would say la semaine prochaine. So the week next. If you wanted to say last week, la semaine dernière. Le mois, and that is the month. Le mois. So again, if you wanted to say last month, you would use prochain. Again, le mois prochain. This time, because prochain is an adjective, we're agreeing this adjective with the word le mois, which is masculine, and therefore we're not putting an e like la semaine. So we are doing le mois prochain and not le mois prochaine. Le mois dernier, and that is last month. Le mois dernier. L'année, l'année, and that is the year. L'année. Okay, or une année, a year. Remember, I'm using the, but you can use a as well if you want to, depending on the way you want to use your word. You can also say l'an for year as well, an, just an, okay? So again, if you wanted to say next year, you would say l'année prochaine. This time it has an e because année here is a feminine word. So last year would be l'année dernière, okay? La décennie, and that's the decade. Decade. Decade?
Decade.
Decade. Can't say it. Le siècle, that's the century. Le siècle, okay? Or un siècle, a century. Okay? And let's finish with the little expressions here. You can say tôt, as in early, tôt. Tard, as in late, tard, okay? Or you could say en retard, to be late. So to be is être, être en retard, to be late. So if you wanted to say I am late, you would conjugate the verb to be in the present tense. You would say je suis en retard. Now if you were on time, you would say à l'heure. Again, you would say je suis à l'heure. I am on time. Okay, now let's have a look at a couple of sentences using the words we've just had a look at. Here we go. Je vais en vacances la semaine prochaine. Je vais en vacances la semaine prochaine. What do you think that means? That's right. I'm going on holiday next week. And remember, we're saying week. Next in French, okay? The adjective always comes after the noun. There are a few exceptions, but I'm not doing this quite yet, okay? So for semaine prochaine, prochaine comes after the noun. Je vais en vacances la semaine prochaine. I'm going on holiday next week. Here's another example. Le mois dernier, je suis allée chez ma tante. Le mois dernier, je suis allée chez ma tante. Now, le mois dernier, we know means last month. Again, we say the month last, okay, for the same reason I've just mentioned. Je suis allée is the past tense of aller, to go. I went. Where did I go? To my auntie's house. Now, if you're not sure about prepositions such as chez, have a look at my lessons on aller plus preposition, and that may come useful to you. Okay, so I went to my auntie's house. When did I do that? Last month. Okay, now have a look at the list again and practice, practice, and practice more, okay? And try to use them in sentences. And why don't you leave a comment with these words in sentences? And I promise you that I will correct them because I always do. That's it for me. I'm going to introduce you to a new word in French. Before you do that, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And why don't you have a look at learnfrenchwithalexa.com, where I take you to the next level. Well, I teach you French to the next level. Anyway, the word today is le cerf-volant. Le cerf-volant. Now, le cerf-volant is a kite, and le cerf is an animal, which is the stag. The stag. Stag. Le cerf-volant. Bonjour, and let's have a look at time expressions part 2. Les expressions de temps, deuxième partie. But let's have a look at more words on time, expressions or vocabulary on time, such as aujourd'hui, aujourd'hui. And that means today. This one is a very tough one to say, and not only that, tough one to write. Aujourd'hui. Demain. Demain. And demain means tomorrow. Demain. Hier. Hier. Hier means yesterday. Hier. Now, using demain and hier, if you wanted to say tomorrow evening, you would say demain soir. Demain soir. And the same as hier soir, yesterday evening. If you wanted to say tomorrow morning, you would say demain matin. Demain matin. Okay, tomorrow morning. And the same as yesterday morning would be hier matin. Well done. Hier matin. The afternoon is a little tricky. Have a look at the way we say afternoon. Après-midi. So, tomorrow afternoon would be demain après-midi. Demain après-midi. And yesterday afternoon again would be the same. Hier après-midi. Okay? So be confident with the word matin après-midi and soir, okay? Morning, afternoon, and evening. If you wanted to say to someone this morning, okay, I'm coming this morning, you would say ce matin, this morning. So, je viens, I'm coming, ce matin, this morning. Cet après-midi would be this afternoon, cet après-midi, this afternoon. The reason why we have ce for matin and cet for après-midi, it's because après-midi begins with a vowel. Okay, so we don't say ce après-midi, we say cet après-midi. It sounds better. Now, this evening would be ce soir. Ce soir, okay? Now, if you wanted to say the day after tomorrow, you would say après-demain. Après-demain. So, je viens après-demain. I'm coming the day after tomorrow. So, after tomorrow, literally. Je viens après-demain. If you wanted to say the day before yesterday, you would say avant-hier. Avant-hier. Before yesterday. Avant-hier. Okay? Now, what I'd like to do, if you wanted now to use it in a sentence and you would say, I'm coming in 2 weeks' time, you would say, je viens dans 2 semaines. Je viens dans 2 semaines. So, I'm coming in 2 weeks. Okay? Je viens dans 2 semaines. But if you wanted to say, I came 2 weeks ago, then you would say, and using comme in a passé composé, in a past tense, you would say, je suis venu il y a 2 semaines. Je suis venu il y a 2 semaines. Okay, I came 2 weeks ago. Now, if you have not done so already, have a look at my lesson on days of the week. Okay, because you will learn how to say the days of the week. Lundi, mardi, mercredi, jeudi, vendredi, samedi, dimanche. But also, you could use the words that I've taught you in lesson previously to this one about the time expressions and say such a thing as Monday, next Monday. So it becomes lundi prochain. And you wanted to say last Monday. Then it becomes lundi dernier. Okay? In order to be able to make sentences using all these times expression, you need to have a look at other lessons that I have previously done. Okay? Right, let's have a look at an example. What do you make of this one? Je vais chez mon oncle cet après-midi, mais j'étais chez mon cousin avant-hier. Je vais chez mon oncle cet après-midi, mais j'étais chez mon cousin avant-hier. Okay? I'm going to my uncle's house. Again, chez refers to my uncle's house. If you're not sure of that, go back to my lesson on aller plus prepositions. Okay? This afternoon, I'm going to my uncle's house. But, mais, j'étais, I was, chez mon cousin, at my cousin's house, avant-hier. Okay? Avant, hier, we know means the day before yesterday. If we are not sure, then have a look at this lesson again and have a look at the list of time expressions I've just told you. You could add on to this sentence. For example, you could say, and I'm seeing my mum next Monday. Okay, so you could say, je vais, I go, je vais chez ma maman lundi prochain. Okay, I'm going to my mum's house next Monday. Okay, how is that? How is that? Can you make your own sentence? Can you show me how to do it as well? Yes, I think you can. I think you're ready. Please watch this video again if you're not sure about how to pronounce things. There, my point. Pronunciation is really important. Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Alexa. Today, folks, we are going to learn vocabulary on places. Les lieux, première partie. Okay, let's get on with it. And here's word number 1. La ville, the town. La ville. Le village, and that's the village. Le village. La campagne. La campagne, and that's the countryside. La mer. La mer, that's the sea. La plage. La plage, that's the beach. La rivière. La rivière, that's the river. Le lac. Le lac, that's the lake. La montagne. La montagne, that's the mountain. Le camping. Le camping, and that's the campsite. L'hôtel, the hotel. L'hôtel. Okay, so these are my my words for part 1. Obviously, we'll have much more words on places in other parts and in other videos. Now, let's have a look at the words again so I can give you a few examples using these words. So here's word number 1, la ville. La ville. Okay, the reason I am saying la and not une ville, it's because I'd like you to try to make a sentence using I am going to town. So, je vais à la ville. Okay, and you can do that for village as well, le village. Now, you will notice that in my example in a minute, if the word is masculine, we do not say je vais à le village, but we say je vais au village, you village. Okay, so bear this in mind. La campagne, that's the countryside. La mer, the sea. La plage, la plage is the beach. La rivière, that's the river. La rivière. Le lac, that's the lake. La montagne, that's the mountain. La montagne. Le camping, okay, that's the camping. Et l'hôtel, that's the hotel, okay. Now, let's have a look at a few examples, okay, using some of the words we've just learned. You could say, for example, je vais à la mer pour les vacances. Je vais à la mer pour les vacances. Et je vais dormir à l'hôtel. Je vais, I'm going, dormir, to sleep, à l'hôtel, at the hotel. Okay, so in an hotel. So, je vais à la mer, I'm going to the seaside, pour les vacances, for the holidays or vacations, okay? Et, and, je resterai, I will stay, or, je vais dormir, I am going to sleep, à l'hôtel. It's the same. So, je resterai à l'hôtel or je vais dormir à l'hôtel. Okay? I will stay at an hotel. Okay? Second example. Nous allons au lac. So, we are going to the lake. Pour passer l'après-midi. In order to spend the afternoon. L'après-midi is an afternoon. Nous allons au lac, and again, it goes back to what I said earlier. If you're using a masculine word, you don't say à le lac, you say au lac, okay? Never say à le, doesn't exist in French, okay? So, nous allons, in terms of prepositions, by the way, nous allons au lac passer l'après-midi, okay? So, and another example, you could say, and using the word camping, okay? Same as hotel, you could say je vais à la camping. Je vais à la campagne dans un camping. Je vais à la campagne dans un camping. This one is hard. Okay, so I'm going to the countryside in a campsite. Okay, dans un camping. Okay, but because camping is masculine, you could also say je vais au camping. Okay, not à le camping. Okay, what I'd like you to do is try to make your own sentences, okay? And why don't you have a look at my video on prepositions where you learn how to say to the, I'm going to the, okay? And that will be quite useful. And so you can make your own sentence using, for example, who you're going with. Je vais à la campagne avec mes parents et mon oncle, and my uncle, for example. Et je vais rester dans un hôtel. Okay, make your own little sentence. Bonjour and welcome to Learn French with Alexa. Today, folks, we are going to have a look at places, part 2. Les lieux, deuxième partie. Right, let's have a look quickly at the list. And it goes like this. L'immeuble. That's the block of flats. L'immeuble. L'aéroport, that's the airport. L'aéroport. La banque, that's the bank. La banque. L'église, the church. L'église. Le bâtiment, that's the building. Le bâtiment. La boîte de nuit. La boîte de nuit. And that's a nightclub. La boîte de nuit. Literally means the box of night, by the way. Weird. Le centre-ville. That's the town center. Le centre-ville. La ferme. That's the farm. La patinoire. That's the ice rink. La patinoire. La piscine. La piscine. That's the swimming pool. La salle de sport. That's the gym, as in going to the gym to do muscle exercise. Le théâtre. That's the theatre. Le théâtre. L'hôpital. And that's the hospital. L'hôpital. Okay, that's quite a long list, very random, but very useful to you if you're looking for somewhere where to go if you are in a French town. Now let's have a look at it again quickly and repeat after me. Répétez après moi. L'immeuble. L'aéroport. La banque. L'église. Le bâtiment. La boîte de nuit. Le centre-ville. La ferme. La patinoire. La piscine. La salle de sport. Le théâtre. Et l'hôpital. Très bien. Let's have a look at a few of these words into a context, into some sentences. I could say, for example, elle va à la piscine avec ses amis dimanche matin. Elle va à la piscine avec ses amis dimanche matin. So she goes to the swimming pool with her friends on Sunday morning, okay? Avec ses amis, with her friends, okay? Now, another example. Je t'attendrai au centre-ville ce soir à 18h. Now, this one is a little tricky because we're using the verb attendre, which means to wait, and we're using it in the future tense, attendrai. And not only that, it has a t before the attendrai, which means you. So, je t'attendrai, I will wait for you, okay? Je t'attendrai. Where? At the center of town, the town center. Ce soir, this evening, à 18h, at 6 o'clock p.m., okay? 18h, as in the 24-hour clock, okay? Another one. Nous nous marions à l'église le mois prochain. Nous nous marions à l'église le mois prochain. So, nous nous marions. We are getting married. Okay. Le mois prochain, next month, but where are we getting married? À l'église, at the church. Okay. And if you wanted to ask where are things, like where is the center, the town center, you would say où est le centre-ville? Où est le centre-ville? And you want to know where the church is. Où est l'église? Où est la banque? And so on. Okay? So that's it for the words on places part 2. Bonjour, let's have a look at places part 3. Les lieux, troisième partie. Okay, let's have a look at places part 3. Les lieux. La maison. And that's the house. La maison. La bibliothèque. That's the library. La bibliothèque. Le cinéma. Le cinéma. That's the cinema. Le musée. Le musée. That's the museum. Le bureau. Le bureau. And that's the office. Okay, it means desk as well, by the way. Le bureau. Le parc. Le parc. And that's the park. Le parc. Le jardin public. Le jardin public. And that's the park as well. Yeah, the park that you will find inside a town. A jardin public. Le commissariat de police. Le commissariat de police. And that's the police station. You can equally say la police. Où est la police? You know, la station de police. Quite often we use commissariat de police. La poste. That's the post office. La poste. Le centre commercial. The shopping center. Le centre commercial. Le zoo. And that's the zoo. Le zoo. The zoo. La mairie. That's the town hall. La mairie. Le bar. And that's the bar or the pub. Le bar. Un café. And that's le café as well. Okay. So, le café bar is the bar as well. Okay. So, you can either ask for où est le bar ou où est le café le plus proche. Where is the coffee place, the nearest, okay, as in the bar, okay? So, let's have a look at the words one more time. Here we are. La maison, that's the house. La bibliothèque. Le cinéma. Le musée. Le bureau. Le parc, also known as le jardin public, le commissariat de police ou la station de police, la poste, le centre commercial, le zoo, la mairie, le bar ou le café. Okay, these places, we can say that they are the same, okay? Right, so we have seen some words on places. Let's have a look at them into a context, into a sentence. I could say, for example, je vais emprunter un livre à la bibliothèque. Je vais emprunter un livre à la bibliothèque. I am going to borrow, emprunter un livre, a book, at the library. Okay? Bibliothèque, the library. It's a funny word, this one. Bibliothèque. Now, watch out that a library, we have a word in French for a library, which is librairie as well. And that is a bookshop, where you buy the book, not borrow the book. Tu dois poster une lettre à la poste. Now, that's quite easy. You know how to say, you know the word poster, lettre, and post. Easy. But what is tu dois? Tu dois is you must. You must post a letter at the post office. Okay? Tu dois poster une lettre à la poste. Numéro 3. Veux-tu aller au cinéma demain soir? Veux-tu aller? Do you want to go? Okay. Want you to go literally means, that's what it means literally. Oh my gosh. Speaking verlan, à l'envers, other way around. Veux-tu aller? Do you want to go? Au cinéma, to the cinema. Demain soir, tomorrow evening. Okay, well done. And that's the question. And the last example that I'd like to show you using some of these words. Le musée est ouvert tous les jours de la semaine, sauf le dimanche après-midi. Le musée est ouvert. So the museum is open when? Tous les jours de la semaine. Every day of the week. Well done. La semaine is the week. Sauf. Now that little word is important. Sauf means except. Except for Sunday afternoon. Okay? Sauf le dimanche après-midi. Okay? So these are quite difficult sentences. Why don't you try and give me examples as well using this word on places? Bonjour, today let's have a look at words on sports in French. Okay, let's have a look at some French words on sports, and you will notice that they are pretty much exactly the same ones as your language, English, but it could well be Spanish or Italian or Chinese or whatever language you speak, okay? I would like to know actually whether these words are exactly the same in your country. Here we go. Le football. That's the football. Le basketball, but also we say foot or basket, by the way. Le volleyball. Le rugby. Le baseball. Though it is not a sport we practice in France, by the way. Le golf. Le tennis. Le ping-pong ou le tennis de table. Le badminton. Le hockey. Now watch out, we don't say hockey, we say hockey. Le hockey ou le hockey sur glace, and that's ice hockey. Okay. Now have a look at these words again. Repeat after me. They're pretty simple to learn. Le football, le basketball, le volleyball, très bien, le rugby, bravo, le baseball, le golf, le tennis, le ping-pong ou le tennis de table, le badminton, le hockey sur glace. Okay, now it's your turn to make your own sentence. I'm going to tell you how we can use these words, and you will leave a comment and tell me what sport you practice. This is part 1 of 2 parts of sports, by the way. So your sport may not be in there. Now, here's my sentence. Je joue au football tous les mercredis après-midi. Je joue au football. Okay, so je joue is I play. I play at football every Wednesday afternoon. Je joue au football tous les après-midi. But instead of saying je joue, I play, you could say I make, I do football. So we say je fais du football tous les mercredis après-midi. So that's another way of saying I play or I practice football. Okay? Have a look at this one. Il joue au volleyball dans son école. Pardon. Il joue au volleyball dans son école. He plays volleyball in his school. Okay? Il joue au volleyball dans son école. But you could also say il fait du volleyball dans son école. Okay? Using the word faire or the verb faire, which is to do or to make. Okay? You can use this for instruments, musical instruments or sports. Okay? Another one. Nous faisons du golf avec nos amis. Nous faisons du golf avec nos amis. And you could add tous les samedis après-midi. So nous faisons, we do, okay? Nous faisons du golf, we do what? Golf avec nos amis, with our friends. Tous les samedis après-midi, every Saturday afternoon. Okay? Now you will notice that when you use jouer, you say jouer au, okay? Jouer au tennis, jouer au football. But when you use faire, you use the partitive article du ou de la. So, je fais du football, je fais du tennis, je fais du golf, ok? Ou je fais de la natation. That sport, which is swimming, is in the other sport part 2. Bonjour, let's learn a few sports in French. Let's have a look at a few further sports in French, okay? Now, why don't you have a look at part 1, which I have already posted on here. And this is part 2 of sports in French. Now, hopefully one of these sports is the one that you practice. Okay, let's have a look. The first one is le patin à glace. Le patin à glace. And this is ice skating, okay? Le patin à glace. Okay, this is the actual ice skate, okay, the shoes, but you could also say le patinage, okay? But when you come to saying I am doing ice skating, you would say je fais du patin à glace, okay? Now, you could say roller skate, as in on wheels, okay? You could say le patin à roulette as well, le patin à roulette, okay? Des petites roulettes, okay? Little wheels. Now, here's another sport, la boxe. Again, you would say I do boxe, so je fais de la boxe. Boxe. L'équitation. Now, l'équitation is horse riding. L'équitation. Je fais de l'équitation. OK? Le judo. Le judo. Je fais du judo because judo is masculine. We use the partitive article do when we use je fais. I do some judo. OK? Le karaté. Le karaté. Je fais du karaté. I didn't mean to do that. La natation. La natation. And that's swimming. So if you wanted to say I practice swimming, I do swimming, you would say je fais de la natation. And not du because natation is feminine. La plongée sous-marine. Okay, scuba diving. La plongée sous-marine. Je fais de la plongée sous-marine. Le cyclisme, and that is cyclism, okay, or bicycle, okay. So je fais du cyclisme, or you could say je fais du vélo. And vélo is the word for bike, okay. Je fais du vélo. We also say bicyclette, I know. La course à pied. la course à pied. Or you could also say le jogging, and that's running, okay? Je fais de la course à pied ou je fais du jogging, okay? We sometimes use, English words. La randonnée, this is hiking. Je fais de la randonnée, okay? La randonnée, hiking, this is something I do, by the way. So, je fais de la randonnée. La gymnastique. La gymnastique. Je fais de la gymnastique. Do you? At my age, impossible. Impossible. Le ski. Je fais du ski. Très bien. Je fais du ski. Again, because du, le, okay, it's masculine. L'escrime. Okay, did you guess? L'escrime, and that's fencing, okay? Je fais de l'escrime. Now we say de le because escrime begins with a vowel. Très bien, l'escrime. La planche à voile. Je fais de la planche à voile. And this is windsurfing. Okay, so that's a lot of sports here. Why don't you have a look at the list again? Why don't you have a look at it and try to make your own sentence using je fais de or je fais de la, je fais du. Okay, faire is what we use with the sports. So you could say je fais de la boxe le jeudi, mais je fais du judo le vendredi. So that one is quite fairly simple, okay, to understand. Je fais, I do. I do box on the Thursday, but I do bicycles. Judo, no, it's not bike. Judo is judo on the Friday. Here's another one. Il fait de la gymnastique le dimanche matin. So he does gymnastic on a Sunday morning, okay? And another one. Nous faisons du ski tous les hivers. Nous faisons, we do skiing, okay, so we ski every winter. Tous les hivers, every winter, okay? Now, why don't you have a look at the verb faire? I'm just thinking, it is important for you, if you wish to make a sentence using the sports here and to do sports, then have a look at the verb faire. One of my videos already recorded, and you will learn how to say I do, you do, he does, we do, and so on. Okay, I would like to see a sentence from you now using all the words. Why don't you have a look at sports by part 1 as well? It could be that it's a sport that you do as well. Like I say, je fais de la randonnée. I do hiking. What is your sport? Bonjour! Today let's have a look at electrical appliances in French. Let's have a look at electrical appliances. So here I have selected 10 words, okay? And these are une cafetière, and that's a coffee maker. Une cafetière. Une bouilloire, that's a kettle. Une bouilloire. Un grille-pain. Un grille-pain, that's a toaster. Un robot ménager, that's a food processor. Un robot ménager. Un batteur, and that's a hand mixer. Un batteur. Une friteuse, that's a fryer. Une friteuse. You will notice that in friteuse you have the word frite, which means fries or chips. Un gaufrier, that's a waffle maker, a waffle iron. Un fer à repasser, an iron. An iron is actually fer, F-E-R in French. Un aspirateur, that's a vacuum cleaner. Un aspirateur. Une machine à coudre, that's a sewing machine. Une machine à coudre. Okay, so these are my 10 words that I selected for you. Let's have a look at them again. Une cafetière. cafetière. Une bouilloire. Un grille-pain. Un robot ménager. Un batteur. Une friteuse. Un gaufrier. Un fer à repasser. Un aspirateur. Une machine à coudre. Now, if I were to use some of these examples in a sentence, I could say, je fais des gaufres avec mon gaufrier. I make waffle with my waffle maker. Now, I know that some of you might not have a waffle maker, gaufrier, but in France, pretty much every household has one. Je fais des gaufres avec mon gaufrier. Another example. Je mélange la pâte des crêpes avec un batteur. Je mélange, that means I stir or I mix, la pâte des crêpes, the pancakes dough being la pâte, avec un batteur, with a batter, a whisk, okay, avec un batteur. Bonjour, today let's have a look at 20 French words on shops. Okay, so let's have a look at 20 words. Today it's all on shops. I'm going to start with la boulangerie, the bakery. La boulangerie. La pâtisserie, the cake shop. La pâtisserie. La boucherie, the butcher's shop. Or unprepared raw meat shop. La boucherie. La charcuterie. This is the butcher's shop as well, but more like a deli. Quite often it comes with a boucherie. Boucherie, charcuterie. La poissonnerie. That's the fish shop. La poissonnerie. L'épicerie. The grocer's shop. L'épicerie. Le magasin de fruits et légumes, the greengrocer. Le magasin de fruits et légumes. La fromagerie, the cheese shop. La fromagerie. La pharmacie, the chemist. La pharmacie. La quincaillerie, the hardware store. La quincaillerie. La bijouterie, the jeweler's shop. La bijouterie. Le magasin de vêtements, the clothes shop. Le magasin de vêtements. Le magasin de jouets, the toy shop. Le magasin de jouets. Le magasin de chaussures, the shoe shop. Le magasin de chaussures. La librairie, the bookshop. La librairie. La teinturerie ou le pressing, the dry cleaners. La teinturerie ou le pressing. Le supermarché, the supermarket. Le supermarché. Le bureau de tabac, the newsagents. Le bureau de tabac. Le magasin d'électroménager. Le magasin d'électroménager. That's the electrical appliances shop. Le magasin de bricolage. The DIY shop. Le magasin de bricolage. Okay, that's it. If you want the support guide available to this lesson, it's on learnfrenchwithalexa.com. Leave a comment and subscribe to Learn French with Alexa, my YouTube channel.